Well, I'm Jere Flint. I'm a staff conductor with the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra. I'm also music director of the Atlanta Symphony Youth Orchestra, and I'm also a cellist with the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra.
So to say you wear several hats does not begin to capture it.
Right, right.
How do you balance all of that?
Well, I think both complement each other, really. As a conductor, I certainly know what the orchestra likes and what they would like to see and what they would like to do and how they would like rehearsals and concerts to run. And as a cellist, I also see the other side of it. I'm working with an elite group of people here. The Atlanta Symphony musicians are actually world class, and so it really kind of keeps me on my toes as a player. And it also introduces me to a great amount of repertoire, which I can then turn around and hopefully conduct with, say, the youth orchestra or even the Atlanta Symphony.
Let's talk about the youth orchestra. How long have you been with that?
I've been there many, many years, Lois. This is my 31st year that I'm doing the actual youth orchestra. I started in 1979. The youth orchestra itself started in 1975 with an assistant conductor then by the name of Michael Palmer. And it went through another conductor, Sung Kwok, and then they approached me and said, well, could you try it? And I said, well, I'll try it. I'll give it a whirl. I don't know if I could do it. And I've done it ever since. And of course, that's my passion really, is education, is young people, and molding this youth orchestra really into what we might say a mirror of the Atlanta Symphony. I approached the youth orchestra as a professional orchestra made up of young people.
What do you want the concertgoer to take away from attending one of those programs?
Well, I think basically the audience, first of all, if you've never been to a youth orchestra concert, you are absolutely stunned by the energy and the professionalism and the quality that comes off the stage. You will find from the youth orchestra an energy that just permeates the entire hall. A fascination with what they're doing, admiring the skill at what they have. And I've also programmed music that I think an audience would like to hear. I do a lot of the great standard works, the great Beethovens, the Tchaikovskys, the Dvorak with the youth orchestra, because that's really what they want to play. They want to dig their teeth into the standard repertoire. And I do some contemporary music, I do some 20th century music just to show them all the different sides of music. So I hope that the whole experience is really one of richness, and that the audience will go away saying, wow, you know, the future of the arts may not be too bad, because these kids really can carry forth the art form.
You lead most of the family concerts here at Symphony Hall, and those also have an education component. What makes a concert program best suited for a family?
Well, that is the trickiest part of programming, actually, because you want to give them real meat. You really want to give them some kind of repertoire that a symphony orchestra would play, and you have to cage that in kind of in an entertainment facet. So some of these family programs we produce, I would say we produce locally with local talent, with ideas that we have ourselves, and there are also shows that come in, or groups that come in with their own educational family type of concert. So we kind of mix and match that through the year. And we hope that the family concert also pleases the adults, and we hope the adults actually learn something from it, as well as the children.
Now, as if that weren't enough, you are a full-time cellist, staff conductor, music director of the Atlanta Symphony Youth Orchestra, and you also lead the Super Pops concerts in the summer.
Right. Well, that's another.
You have a huge hat wardrobe, Jerry.
Well, it actually, you know, Duke Ellington once said there's two types of music. There's good music and there's bad music. So although I'm classically trained and certainly enjoy what we call the classics, there's so much popular music too that is really classically oriented and becomes classic because of its repetition and so forth. So I've had the experience of working with some really great pops artists, you might say, going way back even with Tony Bennett, who of course is now who has now come full circle, and now all the young people love him. And there's some great, great guest artists that I've worked with out at Chastain Park and out at Verizon, and it's just a whole lot of fun.
You have conducted some of the great pop stars. Any nuggets for us?
I find that the artists who are full of themselves don't last quite as long as artists who are really human and value what the symphony does, values what the symphony can bring to their own particular show. And those are the artists that have great, great staying power. I conducted Eartha Kitt, who was 89, I guess, when she was on the stage. Unbelievable performer, full of zest and energy. And when she left the stage, she totally collapsed into her daughter's arms, just full of exhaustion. But her staying power was so great, and her energy was so great, and she got so much feedback from the audience that the show was just absolutely outstanding.
Complete dedication to music.
Absolutely.
Now the Super Pops concerts are being performed at the Verizon Wireless Amphitheater. What's it like conducting at that new venue?
Oh, well, it's a marvelous venue, for one thing. I think it's rated as one of the best in the country. And I had the great experience, actually, this past summer of conducting the film score of The Wizard of Oz. Now, that's a little bit complicated when they're flashing a picture on the screen and I'm conducting the music live.
Jere, I hope that hat wardrobe of yours never diminishes in size. You are a treasure in this city. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much, Lois. It's a pleasure.